I'm going to run you through some options when you hear baby cobra, cobra, or up dog. Let's come on to 4-point kneel. Maybe patting your knees if you need. Hands underneath shoulders, knees under hips. Checking into your neutral pelvis and spine. To come down onto your belly, you have a few options. You could take knees, chest, chin. So our knees are down. We bend our elbows, lower your chest down, lower your chin down, and slide onto your belly. To come up, you would push into your hands firmly, elbows close. Draw your belly button slightly off the floor. Push into your hands and knees. Exhale, push back up. So you can take knees, chest, chin to come down, or you can take your variation of chaturanga. I'll show you on knees today. Walking your hands forward slightly, lowering your hips in a long diagonal line, knees, hips to shoulders. Lifting your chest, looking slightly forwards. Elbows squeeze close to your rib cage, basically grazes your ribs as you go down. Inhale. Lower down, elbows close. Try not to drop the belly. And then lower all the way down. Wriggle out your hips. Now for some people you might take that option, so chaturanga on toes, yeah? Or we take knee options generally in our studio here. Separate your legs a little bit wider, especially if your lower back's feeling a little bit tight today. You can experiment with heels in, toes out, or vice versa, heels out, toes in. How does that feel for your lower back and sacrum here? Another option, if your back's feeling pretty tight today, is whether you engage through your glutes or you relax your glutes. You can try this out at home a couple of different times and ways. So let's start by heels in, toes out, engaging through your glutes, still finding neutral pelvis and spine, so tailbone really long, hip bones level on your mat as much as available, engaging through belly button, drawing up slightly, and hands have landed next to your chest, elbows pretty close to you, squeezing in. When you're ready, lift your chest a little bit, and then lower your chest. Try not to crank your neck. Unless that feels really good for you, try always maintain neutral through your neck, protecting it instead of dropping it back, kind of compressing into your back. So this is baby cobra, option 1. You can try baby cobra by drawing your shoulders back, lifting your chest, maybe even floating your arms off slightly, and then coming back. Perhaps inhaling to lift, exhaling lower. Now how does this feel for your back? Feel free to wriggle side to side with your hips and windscreen wiper those knees. Remember your other leg options and how much engagement you choose, depending on your back, completely up to you. Some other variations of baby cobra could be that you take your fingertips at the front, wrists high, and have a little bit of support with your hands this way. Another option could be elbows wide and high, coming onto your fingertips, coming up a little bit further. But you don't want any pain in your lower back. So baby cobra, we just lift a little bit, lightly pressing into hands or really not using hands at all, working on upper back and mid back strengthening, really long from your belly button to nose. Let's try cobra. This is completely optional. You might stick with baby cobra, and that's a great place to be, really quite safe place to be as well. Cobra, you might take your legs slightly closer, maybe hip distance if that feels okay. Palms pressed down, elbows close to you. Press into your arms, press into your hands, lifting only as far as suitable for your body. Try not to lock your elbows and drop into your shoulders. Really push the floor away. Roll shoulders back, broaden chest. And then roll back down. Ooh, notice how that feels. Wriggle it out. So you can try Cobra maybe 3 more times or stick with those baby Cobras. Your Cobra can be really high or it could be low. The choice is yours. And then you might hear one more option being offered, which is called up dog. Now, up dog, it's not so much a back bend, but rather an arm strengthening shape here. So, baby Cobra, we've got Cobra, and the next one is called up dog. With up dog, feet about hip distance. You're going to press into the tops of your feet for this one, and try and lift your kneecaps off. And we're going to try to lift our thighs off as well. See how you go. You push into your hands. You straighten your arms without locking. Press into the tops of your feet. Float your thighs off. Think about reaching the crown of your head up and forwards in this long diagonal line. Really press into your finger pads. Squeeze through your whole arm, back of arms, triceps switch on, shoulder blades back, and release down. Let's try it 3 more times. If you can, no rush. Remember, if this isn't for you, maybe stick here. Great place to be. Otherwise, 3 more. And releasing down. 2 more, pressing into those arms, squeezing up and forwards. Belly slightly engaged. 1 more. And releasing. Wriggle out those hips. Let's push into child's shape. Zip up through belly, push into hands and knees. Try not to drop that lower back down. And finding your variation of child's shape. Thanks for giving it a go. Remember to practice baby Cobra first. And maybe that's where you are. Every time you practice. Awesome. Have a great one.